Yeah, bro. I guess we're gonna miss it. Hey, yo. This is Charlie B. James with Debate the Greats. I am, like I just said, Charlie B. James. This is a Bandit Boys. What's good, bro?
What's good, my man?
What's happening? So, how was your week?
Beautiful week, man. We are back on the podcast, ready to get it popping.
We are ready to get it rocking, y'all.
We
Also, I want to bring in Sean the Don. He's in the building as well. What's good, bro?
What up? What up? Salute.
Yeah. We are in the building, bro. So yeah, how was your week, bro?
Man, great week. Great week. We got some really good stuff on the podcast coming up today. Make sure y'all checking us out on fmffilms.net too. Yeah, definitely ready to get it cracking today.
All right, let's get it going. It look like you in the and got the sexy vibe going on there.
Always. You know, pressures of the podcast. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Let's get it cracking. So yeah, we was expecting a special guest, but we'll see if we'll be able to get him on the line. Clyde, he's been here before, so might have to hit him up. Try to do a little FaceTime thing here, but looks like I might have to give him a call. But Debate the Greats in the building, y'all. Salute. So we're gonna go to pretty much like our first topic, and that is who is the best dunker? And that is between Shawn Kemp and Blake Griffin. Who do you have?
I'm gonna go with Shawn Kemp.
Why?
What they call him, the Rain Man?
The Rain Man, the Reign of Terror.
Just a destructive dunker, man. Out of nowhere, he catching lobs from Gary Payton, the glove. We got to go with Kemp, man. He just an unbelievable dunker. Now, don't get me wrong, Blake's Griffin's a good dunker too, but I just think Shawn Kemp just has that it factor.
The it factor. What do you think, the Don?
Nah, he said we got to go with Blake Griffin for sure. He said he's a good dunker. He's a great dunker. Explosive. Completely changed the game of dunking. I mean, he had people running from the paint when he's coming in the paint. You know, 2011, I think he won dunk championship, right? Or dunk contest, whatever he won. Jumped over a car. I remember he jumped over a car. That's all I remember.
The front of the car.
The front of a car. Can you jump over the front of a car?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so just Blake Griffin, man, explosive guy. I love the guy. I love watching the guy dunk. That's why I gotta go with Blake.
Well, I'm gonna show you some highlights. Maybe that'll help change anyone of y'all's mind. But my guy is I'm gonna go with Blake Griffin. And one thing I will say about the Rain Man, like he was that dude until Vince Carter came, Blake Griffin came, but they call him the Rain Man, and because he's in Seattle, you know, the rain comes down, but they call him the Rain Man, like R.E., the Rain Man. Catch the ball, boom, from Gary Payton. But no, I'm definitely going with Blake, and it's only because like technology's changed, bro. Like you got to expect these guys to be better, more athletic. They take care of their bodies more. Science is better now. Like now, look at Shawn Kemp. With 300 pounds with 15 kids. So you know what I'm saying? Like that's the difference. Like Blake Griffin's still taking care of his body and stuff. So, but I'm just saying that like there's a huge difference. But what I want to do is show some highlights, and hopefully like this will help out a little bit. So see if it changes any one of y'all views. Let's roll some beautiful footage here. Like I can't show all of it because, you know what I'm saying, copyright. Boom. So we going with Blake first. Like this is just his top 25 dunks, and that was just probably 25. Look.
Yes, sir. Explosive.
All right. Look at this. This dude trying to stop. Excuse me.
Ooh.
What are we talking about, bro? Oh, that's a body right there. All right, so let's excuse me. And what his best dunk ever. How you dunk on somebody and then change in the air? Like, how do you do that? How you do that, bro? Like, I'm trying to figure it out. But yeah, that's some of Blake's dunks. Now let's look at Sean Kemp. Now it's kind of grainy, but spin. This is what he was known for in the court, open court. But look at the height of his dunks, though. Like I just want to show y'all the height of his dunks. That's the difference. Like it's like he barely gets over the rim. Like that's his arm right there. Boom. I get it. And that's one of his best dunks right there. He's that dude. He was that dude. Dunked on somebody, look, pointed at him. So that was one of his best dunks right there. So I don't know if that changed anybody's views, but I want to hear from you guys who was better. You got a chance to retort, or you got a chance to say, I'm changing my mind, or I'm sticking with it.
From looking at the footage, I think Blake does get up a little higher than the Rain Man, but I'm still sticking with the Rain Man as far as the dunks. He's a classic by himself, man.
Classic by himself. So he's classic. So what do you think, Don?
Yeah, I think after looking at the Rain Man, I'm still gonna stick with Blake. I just think that Blake is just way more explosive. I think that the Rain Man had more style in his dunks, but just looking at Blake, man, he just didn't care who was up there. He was going through you, he was going over you, and over the front, back, and the whole car if he needed to. You know what I mean?
Facts. And bigger, stronger, pause. Bigger, stronger, and I throw that pause in there. Bigger, stronger. I think he was faster. I just think Kemp, as far as like athleticism, he was more athletic. But as far as like the best dunker who gets the highest, the strongest, powerful dunk, Blake hands down. So yeah, so that's our view on that.
Got him.
So it looked like our guy right here was outvoted. Sorry about that. As far as like the best dunker. So let's go ahead and put up the champion right now. I'm sorry, that's the wrong one. He is the champion though. But let's go ahead and put up the champion right now so everybody can see it. You know what I'm saying? So we get a general consensus on this. Blake Griffin behind us. You know what I'm saying? So everyone can see who was the winner of that. Facts. We're in the building. So we're gonna go to the next subject, and that is LeBron and Kobe. LeBron and Kobe Bryant. Who is better? So we're gonna start with the Bandit Boys first. Who do you think is better, LeBron or Kobe?
Well, I've gotten some information here in the last few hours that kind of is gonna sway. I was riding with Kobe, but once I've taken in the info, I've got to give it to LeBron because LeBron came into the league great. Kobe didn't start out his journey so great as far as being the lead man on the team. He was always the backup, like he wasn't the Batman. He was always the Robin. until maybe him and Shaquille O'Neal split teams. But LeBron came into the league having to be great, expecting to be great, and end up being great. So he lived up to all the expectations, which a lot of number one draft picks don't do out of high school. And him and Kobe both got in the league at 18, and he did a lot better as far as being expected to do things, and he passed with flying colors. So with that debate, I had to give it. I'm gonna have to give it to LeBron.
That's one for LeBron James. The Don. Tell me, who do you think is better and why?
Gotta go with the Mamba. Killer instinct. We know 5 championship rings. We know about that. And just, loyalty. So I'm all about, loyalty, if y'all know, Lord Reception. Loyalty. Just love it, right? Just played, 18, 20 seasons with the Lakers.
Yep.
Footwork over LeBron for sure. I just think that the footwork was there. And again, just the winning mentality overall. What else I'm going to say about him? Just mid-range. Definitely mid-range. I definitely think smash LeBron in mid-range. Just competition. He completely changed the game of basketball. I'm not saying LeBron didn't change the game of basketball, but I just think that in that era, Kobe has a bigger stamp. I know LeBron's still playing, got the scoring title and all this other stuff going on, but just personal opinion, I got to go with the Mamba.
Okay. So we got one for the Mamba, then we have one for LeBron. So let me get me on camera right quick. Yeah. So I want to talk about this extensively. Mine is, of course, LeBron GOAT James. Now, Kobe came in the league at 18, was drafted number 23. LeBron came in the league, drafted number 1. Number 1 at 18 years old. First to 5,000, 10,000, 15,000, 20,000, 30,000, 35,000, 40, 45, and 50. The only player 250. So within the same amount of time, Kobe and LeBron, let's say Kobe reached 35,000. LeBron hit that mark with 2,000 less shots than Kobe. He's more efficient. He's bigger. He's stronger. He's more durable. And he's been on top the longest. What's crazy is when Kobe became the best player in the league, literally LeBron was getting MVPs right in the same time Kobe was. So he became better than Kobe, and they played against each other. 16-5 is the record, LeBron over Kobe. And just so you know, I'm not just glazing y'all. Here are some stats right here as far as like games played, points, 3-point percentage, field goal percentage. Our guy said in 2, Kobe was worse than LeBron. That's absolutely not right. As far as field goal percentage, 3-point percentage, he's higher in everything except for free throws. He's higher in everything except for free throws. Now, Kobe with the nostalgia, yes, absolutely, yes. The nostalgia is awesome. What he did, as far as like contorting with his shots, the most difficult shots, Kobe was very inefficient with shooting, very inefficient. And as you can see, that's why LeBron got there with 2,000 less shots. So the better player, hands down, statistically, eye-wise, bigger, stronger, faster, more athletic, it's LeBron James. From beginning to end, LeBron has never been a Robin, ever. He never backed up anybody. Maybe now that he's now almost 40 years old.
In Miami, he was a Robin. Okay.
How was he a Robin where he led the whole team in points, rebound, assists, and steals and blocks?
Dwayne Wade's team, but we're going to, you know what I'm saying? It's cool.
You can say it's his team, but even Wade said that it was LeBron was the better team. They won a championship when Wade stopped trying to compete with LeBron. He's like, you got it, bro. And then guess what happened? 2 championships.
Nah, don't do me like that.
So the consensus on this, the winner of this whole thing, that's 2-1, and we gotta do what we have to do here, and that's unfortunately put up the Moonwalking Goat on the podcast. So even by a guy like, look, I like you with the black with LeBron in the back. It looks. I'm just saying, bro. It looks good. It looks really good.
I ain't have a choice, you know.
All right, let's take that off. I ain't trying to get him to shoot me or nothing. You know what I'm saying? Let's go ahead and take that off.
I mean, just game on the line, man. I'm still gonna go with Kobe. Like game winning shot.
I got you.
12 seconds ago. I just know he was just more clutch. Just
got you.
That moment.
Less efficient. I got you.
Just not at the beginning of his career.
Less efficient. Got you. I'm saying who's better overall, and like I'm just saying, like I'm not just saying just stat. Just
since he came in the league.
Like it's been pure dominance. But whose reign was longer? Since we talking about the Rain Man, his name should have been the Rain Man. LeBron James should have been the Rain Man. He's been reigning for freaking 20 years. Anyway, let's get off that. We're gonna go to the next subject here, and I'm sorry, I didn't mean to put that stat up again. But so we're gonna go with as far as like relationships, bro. Can a man and woman today be married until they're in their gray years? I'm talking about with the state of what's going on, women with their independence, men not trying to do the 50-50 thing. Like, can we be like back in the day with our grandparents and find that love and stick with that one woman instead of having more bodies in the Chinese cemetery? Can we do that, man? Do you think we can do that? We'll go with you first, the Band of Boys.
Yeah, if you can weed through the zombies, the sea of zombies. Well, I mean, I don't know, man. Times have changed. So is she out there? Basically what you're saying. Can we find love? Can we stay together? It's gonna be tough, man.
You think so?
It's gonna be tough, but
what do you think the odds are, percentage wise?
That's tough, man. I don't go off odds. I just go off gut instinct. My gut tells me, hell nah. And that's my final answer.
Okay. So you saying no?
No.
Okay. The Don, what do you think?
I think it's just one of those situations. It's all about the leader of the relationship, right? And it's all about the game plan, right? And if you don't have two people on the same game plan, or you don't have an established leader, you can't do it. You can't get there. As far as a percentage, I think a possibility of what we talking about, like what, 30, 40 years marriage together?
Yep, 30, 40 years. That long time grandparent marriage.
That long time grandparents marriage. I mean, it's just with everything that's going on, maybe 30% chance, 35% chance. Not very high. I think that there has to be one leader, there has to be one plan, there has to be one form of execution until that plan's completed, right?
Right.
Once you're vibing and you're on that same level with each other, I mean, the world can't stop you, right? But when people try to go on their own personal missions and different things like that, that's it. That's when things fall apart, right?
What do you think that the major factor is to that? Like, what do you think the key to success, if you had to guess one thing? Because I know you've had parents, grandparents, you've seen it before. What do you think that key to success is?
Sacrifice. Being able to sacrifice different aspects of yourself for the better goodness of your relationship and your love.
Okay.
Right? Whether that's your pride sometimes, whether that's your financial stuff that you want to purchase, things you're wanting to do, you got to make a sacrifice somewhere and say, hey, this is the game plan that we're on, and we're going to keep with the game plan we're on. We're not going to go out and do this, go out and buy this, go on a bunch of cruises or whatever else in between, right?
Right.
It's one plan, and that one plan is going to get you there. When people get off the wagon and want to do their own thing, ship sailed. You know what I mean? We out.
Yep. I wholeheartedly agree with you. I wholeheartedly agree with you. Yeah, you guys have to be on the same plan. Like you have to move in unison. It's kind of like winning a championship game. Like if your team is one out here gambling all night, he's not playing defense, he's not doing what he's supposed to do, guess what? The whole thing collapses. So I believe the same thing. Like you have to work together. You got to have the same mindset, and you have to respect your leader. If the leader can't lead, then you guys aren't going anywhere. But I think the problem is with today is like women today, they don't believe that they should follow a man, or they don't respect him enough to follow. But I think that's more on the men. You got to pick women. Like you may see this extra sexy girl, like she's all that body banging, but she don't like you like that. And those are the ones you go out there and search, and you try to marry her. And guess what happens? It falls apart because you got to keep chasing her.
Yep.
You got to keep proving yourself to her. But on the other hand, if you decide to find a woman that sees you as this dude, they see you as someone worthy to follow, that relationship is going to work.
Yep.
I think that's the problem. Us men, we go after the shiny, prettiest thing. And that pretty thing, take a knife, stab it right in the middle of your heart, turn it, kick you down, spit on your face while you sitting there in agony. I think that's what the difference is. And like I believe it's on us. That's why marriages fall, because it's on the man. We're picking wrong. And once we get back to picking the right girls, and these girls that's out here shaking their butt and showing everything, like those girls get picked over for good women. I think once we start showing the value of the women go up, and these whores, these thoughts, they get no attention, guess what? They're going to conform to be a wife. I believe it's all on us. This is my opinion. What do you think, Banner Boys?
I think some women need to learn how to be quiet. A lot of women don't know when to be quiet, and they speak when it's not time to speak. You know what I mean? Like, you got to learn. There's a time to speak and there's a time to listen. It's hard. We got to get back to listening, which is one thing some women don't like to do. They don't like to listen. And if you want to be in a good relationship, you're going to have to listen.
Yep.
Or you're going to be out here, you're going to have to get a cat because you're going to die alone. And cats are on sale right now. So
actually, I'm getting a cat too, because I actually love cats. But what do you think, Don?
I don't want a cat.
I ain't talking about a cat, bro. This is bigger than a cat.
Yeah. So, where we're at. So, yeah, I think it's all about the leadership. It's like, I agree with you. It's all about the man picking the right woman, and just understanding that as a man, our first response is going to be a logical response, right?
Right.
Typically, most females' first response to anything going on is going to be emotional, right? So just understand that sometimes you have to come over before you emotionally respond. Think logically. Okay, well, why is he saying this? Why are we trying to go this direction? And then, respond. I think that's the biggest thing. Communication is the biggest thing.
Word. Well, one thing we all know, that as far as like as far as sex, women control that. It's their body. They decide, because men want it all the time. So they control when we have sex and when we don't. Men, we're in charge of marriage. So, like I said, the responsibility falls back on us as far as doing our due diligence, and that's why whole facts matters. Checking our whole facts. I mean, like, whatever she says, like, make sure all the dots, the dots and the I's are dotted and T's are crossed, to make sure she's exactly who she says she is. Like, you do some research. I mean, don't do no weak man stuff, like going through her phone and stuff, but just make sure what she's saying is legit before you decide to put a ring on it. But I think as far as like the chances of someone being married all the way to the end, I think based on where we are today, 10 to 15%. And I'm being generous, 10 to 15%, because as far as the marriage rates right now, it's 60% divorce. So the odds are, think about this. Let's just think about this. I don't want you to think about this as far as like how it makes no sense to a man unless it's a really, really great woman to get married. If you get on a plane and the pilot says, I think I can get you there like 40%. There's 40% chance I can get you to your destination. Would you get on that plane?
Nope.
It doesn't make any sense at all for a man to get on that plane. 40% of the time I get people to their destinations. Come on, get on.
Deuces.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So no one's gonna risk their life like that. But you got to think about that as far as like in a relationship too. Like there's a 40% chance this thing is not gonna work. There's a 40% chance. I mean, it's 6% chance it's not gonna work. 40% chance it will work. So 60% chance it may not work. So I'm just saying, there's something to think about. That's why you got to do your due diligence, fellas.
That's a big gap.
Yeah, gap bigger than Luke's teeth. So I'm saying that's a field goal gap. But anyway, I think we'll talk about the last thing, and I want to we man, if you don't you know what I'm saying? Somebody don't want us to win. That's all I'm saying. Somebody don't want us to win. No, I'm just playing. But we're gonna talk about why you look like that. We're gonna go ahead and talk about the Shedeur thing, because I definitely want to end this with a good note. So I want you to tell us about what happened since Shedeur didn't play last week, and what happened with him. Give us some updates.
NFL viewership went downhill. The first preseason game did millions. This game that he didn't start was down like 3 million people. The viewership people just stopped watching. They said jersey sales went down. The ratings went down for the Browns. What do you call them? Vendors. I mean, everybody was like, since he didn't play, it's like people turned the TV off.
Oh, you saying so the total sales and stuff went down too? From
jersey sales went down. People stopped buying jerseys. They stopped watching the game. They clicked off of it. Like it was like 3 million people.
Wow.
So like everybody has this picture set of Shedeur, but since he's been picked the 5th round, it's made him more popular. Because he's the talk of the town. Everybody's talking about him. Everybody wants to see him. Like for like 3 million, that's a lot of people, man.
Have we ever sat a backup quarterback that has this much hype behind him? Like I can't think of any. Can you? I can't think of any.
A 5th rounder, 4th string quarterback. Like it just speaks volumes to what the NFL has become as far as the owners. They don't dictate the league, the players do. And with these new fans, these casual fans, they don't care about teams. They care about personnel, who's on the team, who's popular. So I'm just saying it's looking like what they try to do to him is kind of backfiring on the NFL, because he's making the NFL a lot of money, highest jersey sales since for not a 1st round pick, highest jersey sales ever. So I'm just saying, like, what they try to do is like he's still winning, but it made it even worse because all eyes are on him, and he's just supposed to be a 5th round pick. So it just goes to show when you try to blackball somebody and it backfires in your face. So it's kind of scary, because what if they're saying like, what if he doesn't start next week? We're gonna have another viewership drop, and the NFL is all about viewership,
yeah,
and what they're making. So they're losing money by him not playing. So I don't know what Cleveland did by drafting him, but they put the spotlight on him, and now they're gonna have to figure it out. And Dylan Gabriel had his start, and nobody watched.
So you say he picked off one, right? He had one pick.
He was having a good game, but he had a pick 6, and he wasn't electric. Like it's just Shedeur has an aura about him. But Cleveland, they got some things to answer if you don't make this team or start, or you know what I mean.
Oh, he's gonna make the team.
You think so?
Yeah. he'll make the team, that'd be the craziest thing ever. If not, he has a lot of teams that'll pick him up. But
because like the longer they keep him, the more they're gonna have to play him. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, interesting.
It is what it is. So the Don, what are your thoughts on that? That Shedeur didn't play. I heard he had some type of injury.
His obliques were sore.
Yeah, so he had some type of injury, so he didn't play. Gabriel played, but he didn't. The ticket sales down, viewership down. What are your thoughts about that?
Well, I mean, as far as jersey sales down, I mean, you can only buy so many jerseys, right? I mean, right? I mean, you buy you and your spouse a jersey. I mean, more jerseys you gonna buy? But yeah. So I think it's just one of those games. It's about matchups. Again, I'm not a big preseason guy. I'm ready to see, get into the season. I think there's a lot of hype behind him. We're gonna see in the regular season. He's going to get a chance to play, especially when the Browns go like 2-7, 2-9 starting out. He's definitely gonna get a shot to play. So we're gonna see. And I think viewership is going to be down, right? Like, look at who his dad is. Look what his dad's doing. Look at all the podcasts and different stuff he's got going on. That does bring value to him as well as far as viewership. So let's not get it like it's just him, right? His dad does help with the promotions of that, and rightfully so. Dude's all-star, one of the greatest players to ever play the game, right?
Right.
I'm excited to see Shedeur in the regular season, and that's where I'm really gonna, we're gonna see what's what. See if he is who we thought he is.
Okay, calm down. Here we go. It's me now, bro. Like I already see temperatures rising. I was getting mad over here, boiling. But but that's a great point. That's a great point. All great points. I mean, that's why I love this cast, y'all. We got a cast of great guys. So I think too. We never seen this much hype, like I said, behind a second string quarterback, and the fact that what's amazing is the power of social media that he has. Like he has everybody captivated. I just hope they give him a good shot. He gives a good shot. I think he'll be fine, but I think he just needs time to grow. That's all. That's just my opinion on it. He just needs time to grow. If he's injured after one game, like how in the heck you get injured? Your bleed get injured after one game, bro. Like I don't understand that.
It's from the practicing, throwing after the game.
Well, they might have to mellow that down because I mean, yeah, he's young. He shouldn't be dealing with any nagging injuries right now. That's just my opinion. But
he's just a football player.
I just hope the hype. You know what I'm saying? Just give the guy a shot. Let him see what's up. Because hopefully next week they'll let him play. Is that the?
If they don't, it's gonna be a problem.
I'm saying, what is the scouting report saying?
He's day to day.
Oh wow. Okay. Well, I hope they give him a shot, man, so we can see what's up. So I want to go with the Don about his question. He had a question for us. Now we have enough time to get to it. So, what was your question that you had? I'm sorry.
Yeah, so I kind of want to talk about like the difference between hate speech and free speech, right? Like where do we draw the line where, hey, that's very hateful, but also that's just the person using their freedom of speech?
Okay, that's a great question, and I want to answer that, which is my opinion first. So hate speech is when you're talking about harming someone. When you're it's about this person, let's say, for instance, I don't like you. You're a person I don't like. I'm saying things to you that's derogatory, number one. Then number two, that's demeaning and a racial slur. If I say a racial slur and I threaten you, that's hate speech. That's hate speech. If I say like, I just don't like you because you're just a weird dude, that's not hate speech. That's my freedom of speech. So when it's derogatory and it's demeaning and it using some type of racial slur to a race that's I don't know, that's a minority to yours, then that's what I call hate speech. What do you think, Bandit Boys?
I'm not a hate speech type of guy. I don't get into anything with the word hate in it. I'm always positive. So this is a kind of a touchy subject for me to even speak on because I'm just a positive guy. and I don't speak hate to anybody. I love all races of people, and it just for me, it's just something that I don't deal with. I mean, at all ever. I don't have problems with any of these things. Most of the people I hang around don't spew hate speech or any of the above. So I don't really have much to say about it. Like I'm just a positive person, and I'm trying to stay positive till the end. To the end.
Okay. All right. So now you pose the question, the Don. Tell me what your thoughts are regarding that.
Yeah, so I mean, we're in a place where social media is very important. It influences everything that goes on from market sales to, I mean, just everything that we live by on a daily basis. So I'm just looking at, some of these celebrities that are saying different things like that, and like where's the line at where you got Kanye West talking about this, or you got Dave Chappelle talking about this, and just different things. And I feel like there's a complete imbalance of people getting banned or shut down. Could be discrimination or whatever, just based on what they're saying. So that's kind of why I brought the topic up on hate speech versus, hey, this is just my First Amendment right, freedom of speech. So,
Right. Right.
and we got to have a better line where it's a little bit decent across the board, and not just because, hey, this black guy said something, so I'm gonna ban him on Twitter, Instagram, and everything that he's doing just because he said something, when the opposite side of the coin said the same thing, if not something a little bit worse.
Right. Facts. And I feel the same way. Number one, I think David Chappelle is the best comedian that ever walked the earth, and because his subject matter is very touchy, like it's so touchy that I can go and say jokes about what he says, but the way he says his jokes, man, they're so smart, but they tote the line as far as like being hate speech and if you just listen to what he's saying, just being a clever comedian. So yeah, that's my opinion on that. But yeah, this is a great point, the Don, and that's a fantastic question, bro. Fantastic question. So we're gonna get off of here, and I'm gonna let everyone get their final remarks. We're gonna start with you, Abandoned Boys. Let me know what your final remarks are.
My final remarks are with the Sean Kemp and Blake Griffin. I got to go with Sean Kemp. Not taking nothing away from Blake, but Sean Kemp's just the dunker for me. With relationships, can you still find love and be married for 30, 40 years? I mean, I probably can, because I probably only got that much long. I'm already almost 50, so I only got about. No, I'm just playing. But
they're living 80 years old. Like you still could.
You never know. But
yeah.
Is love out there? I think it is. I ain't giving up. And with the hate speech, just love everybody, man. Don't hate nobody. If you're gonna hate somebody, hate people that don't like Shador. Hate them, because they need to be hated on. But with that, and just enjoy your life, man, and don't be jealous of nobody. If you ain't got something that somebody else got, get your weight up. With that being said, everybody just stay positive, stay focused, and keep spreading love, man, not hate.
I like that. Get your weight up, not your hate up.
Kiss my entire.
Absolutely. Get your weight up and don't get your hate up, or you can
kiss my entire ass.
All right. So yeah, the Don, your final remarks.
Final remarks. Yeah, still going with Blake Griffin, but Sean Kemp, Blake Griffin, two of the best dunkers I've ever seen dunk the ball. So both explosive, both great guys. As far as relationship goes, yeah. So choosing the right partner, very important to, your future, right? So choosing someone who's going to be on the same team as you and not go against you and, travel the ball, right? Next topic, what do we have? We had
Kobe.
Yeah. So love the Mamba. LeBron, incredible career. I just personally, in the clutch moment, game on the line, I got $1 million on the game. I gotta go with the Mamba. RIP. And then just the hate speech thing. So I'm definitely with these guys on that. So just being able to love everybody and treat everybody fair and equal. And we just got to be, as a society, equal. You know, just because Dave Chappelle said something and Elon Musk said the same thing, we got to be able to treat both of those celebrities in the same context, in the same way, right? So, yeah.
Facts. All right. Let me go on to myself. So, regarding relationships, 30 years. Like I said, I believe it will happen, but I think it's all based on men. I think it's based on the men and the character of women that they pick. That's why body count matters. All that matters. Whole facts matters. Her mom, what her mom's done to her, trauma, all that matters, because that will definitely rear its head in a marriage, and you will pay for it greatly. Trust me. As far as Sean Kemp and Blake Griffin all day, boy, the dude, I mean, his head over the rim, he's dunking on boys like they're preschoolers. Like these are grown men that he's dunking on. So, yeah. And as far as like Kobe and LeBron, I think it's fair to say that. Let me pull to the side. So the king, y'all, the king, all day. And it's only because his longevity. And I mean, he was expected to do so much, and he surpassed it. And there's not too many people that I know that under that pressure that will be able to deliver like that. So I got to give it to LeBron all day. He's the greatest in my book. As far as speech, like I said, derogatory speech, that's the only thing I call it hate speech. You're putting down another race, you're demeaning them, you're calling them names that's not cool. That's the only time I'll say as far as like for hate speech. Everything else is free speech. We're just talking free speech, baby. And I'm down with it. Because with that free speech, I can know what you're saying. We can be an adult and talk. That free speech gives me a right to say how I feel. If you want a free speech, just think if you was a Christian and you couldn't tell people about the words of Jesus Christ. You couldn't tell people about your religion. So free speech is good. Hate speech is terrible. So, but there's a line, and that line is being derogatory. So I'm going to bring everybody up on the screen. You know what I'm saying? The whole team in the building, debate the greats, y'all. So I'm going to leave you what I always leave y'all with. That is, win the day. No matter what obstacle come your way, win the day and set goals and achieve it. And for the haters that want to hate on you, make sure you give them something to hate on. Yeah, I mean. So we out of here, y'all. Debate the greats. See ya.